Hey guys, welcome to another episode in the deep playthrough of Gran Turismo 4. I always find this such a soothing, relaxing little tune in the background. Pretty cool car in the garage as well, although I did not drive it yet. I just saw it in the used dealership and I thought, let's pick it up just for the collection. It's a 22B, it's like a rare Impreza. Anywho, we were doing the super license and I think we have to do number 7. Or I'm actually sure we have to do number 7. Trial Mountain in a Mercedes-Benz SLR McLaren 03. Here we go. Now you'll be timed for a lap around to the Trial Mountain course with its jagged rocks and stone cliff walls. It's a high-speed course that requires first-rate driving skills, so use all that you have learned from the previous tests to clear this stage. The highlight of this course is the sections you've seen previously, the part after you clear the tunnel. The driving surface of the first right-hander is slick, so make sure you're ready for understeer when turning in. Go through the next tunnel, start on the right and gradually veer to the left. Cut across the yellow border line at the exit to get as much speed as possible for the straight. There's a tight blind corner to follow, but if you find the ideal line here, you'll be able to keep your speed high. Yeah, exactly, that middle section, that was that infuriating test with I think a license A or B in a Nissan Skyline. It was crazy. Hopefully will not be as hard now. But I really have to learn the track again. I'm totally not doing this well. This car slides around quite a lot. Alright, this is a very important corner. God damn it. This really went super bad. Alright, I really have to get to grips with the car, because actually that Skyline that I drove here seemed much more planted, although I really hated it as well when doing the test. God damn it. Right, hopefully this will not be again a lesson in frustration management. Trying to do just one license test after work, winding down. This car is really twitchy. Alright, too much braking there. This car really feels a bit floaty. I have no idea where to brake. I just picked the 100 meter sign over there. Maybe a little bit too early. Alright, could have gotten on the gas earlier here. And this one is also pretty tricky, because you can pretty easily spin out here. I braked too soon over there. Alright, we probably have to do like a 130 or something. Yeah, fuck me, a 135. 4 seconds faster. Alright, here we go, no more kidding around. Let's learn this car. Yeah, no, I'm really braking way too much over there. In a lot of cars you can almost get around that left-hander over there only by lifting. Yeah, like so. Alright, I really need to get on the power or on the brakes earlier in that tunnel. I should probably finish also these bad attempts, because otherwise I never get to the last parts of the course and I will only learn the corners at the starts. Alright, so I will just continue. Screwed up that corner. Right, could have stayed on the gas much more there. No idea why the brakes didn't work. Almost felt like I was airborne. At least a slight improvement, but we still need almost 3.5 seconds. No, I think it's 3 seconds, a little bit less. Because we need a 1:35, I think. Nope, entry or exit from the tunnel was not that good. Ah shit, you do need to brake more than I did. Otherwise you go wide. It is a pretty doable circuit, but not if you get airborne like that. God damn it. Too much braking, so annoying. Right. Sliding through that corner. Screw it. Why not? Alright, slight improvements. We do need a little bit over 2 seconds, which I'm sure is still in the course because I'm really not driving that well. So I don't think the time is that tight actually here, that strict. You are allowed some mistakes, I think. Alright, this was a better exit. I still don't know my braking point there, so I lost time in this corner. I screwed it up. Right, and I think you can also really gain a lot through here if you take it correctly. Right, we only need 1 second. Too much braking. God damn it. Alright, I need to find the braking point here. This was much better. So, only I forgot which sign it was. Way too early on the brakes here. Fuck me. Always you take some corners right and then you screw it up in the next. Or at least I do. Ah, you can really abuse that curb over there. Alright, we only need 0.7. I think. God damn it. This car really jumps all over the place. It really doesn't feel planted. But you can really drift it around. It was way too I forgot what I wanted to say. I think I wanted to say I was way too much braking. Right, after, in between. The first one and the second one, I think, is where you need to brake. Could have carried more speed through there. Right, I'm improving each run, but with a decreasing amount, so to say. Way too much braking. Actually a pretty short track, this one. I'm braking too early here. I don't want to brake. I do it so that the car doesn't get airborne and I lose all control. That's why I brake before that top of that little hill over there. Alright. It was actually better. Even with like a really slidey, I felt not in control at the last chicane. Yeah, so we need 0.6. No, 0.5. A little bit more. Right, that was a pretty okay exit. I could have gotten on the gas earlier here again. I'm really losing time in that corner. God damn it. Here we go again. No more kidding around. Nope, too late on the gas, on the throttle. But you can force this car a little bit through corners. It has understeer, but it also simultaneously you can give it a bit of power oversteer, it seems. If that makes sense. You can really abuse that curb. Nice. Alright, so that is done. I will show my tips and tricks from what I found during this relatively quick run. Full throttle. Full throttle, full throttle. And in this corner you only lightly need to tap the brakes and then lift a bit, and you can quite early get on the gas. So you can also abuse that curb a little bit. It's for the rest it's a pretty wide open corner. Here full throttle, and over here I didn't really use the brake markers to the right. It's the first time I noticed them, by the way. Yeah, you do have to, in my perception, to my feeling, you have to brake earlier than you would expect. So you really already have to start braking here, otherwise you go wide into the tunnel. And I am going wide here. Here, this whole section, I took it very bad. Like I went super wide, etc. But yeah, apparently it was good enough. But yeah, get the car to rotate, and then as soon as possible get on the power out of the tunnel. Over here also I brake a bit on feel, not really with brake marker, but approximately here. If you're in second, keep it in second, otherwise if you're in third, go back to seconds. Lift over here and get on the gas as soon as possible. Over here also you need a little bit less braking here. This is quite a wide open piece of track afterwards. It is tight at the start, but it opens up. So brake a little bit, try to steer in sharply, but then you have quite a lot of tarmac to play around with to go wide if you go around this corner fast. So, and again, I totally didn't do it well, but yeah, apparently it was quick enough. And then over here, very important, over here already do a little bit of braking and really start to turn into the left part of the tunnel exit, and you really want to hug the wall on the left inside. Go over those yellow markers on the tarmac to be able to get on the gas approximately over here as soon as possible. Because if you go wide, you don't have that nice angle. Now we have a really almost straight line already down the downhill straight here. So full throttle, so exit speed of this left-hander after the tunnel is really important for your time, because there's such a long straight afterwards. And if you don't cut this yellow part, I think you will be much slower. Your exit speed will be much slower, so to say. You really have to take a much wider corner, scrubbing off more speed, meaning that your starting speed into this straight will be much lower. And that in turn also determines the maximum top speed that you will be able to achieve during this straight. So that yellow section over there really is key to a good time. Right, the car does get a bit airborne over here. And I brake in between 150. So over here approximately, yes. And back to second, let it roll, keep some speeds, and you can quite early already get on the power. You don't go wide or anything, it's maybe the camber of the road, I don't know, but there's quite some good grip here once you pass the apex. You can really go full throttle. And then this is just full throttle through, and over here I'm still not sure how to take it, but I think if you don't brake before this little hill, then you go too fast over the hill. I think you will get airborne, and then if you need to immediately reduce your speed for the next right-hander, but if your wheels are in the air, yeah, your brakes don't work. So that's why I'm also reducing speed before the hill, so to keep the car more planted. And then over here, brake, and you can also here quite early, stay close to the right side curb, right-hand curb, and you can get on the power quite early. And over here I brake at the 25 meter marker. Back to seconds. Again, hug the inside curb, early on the power. And then the last corner over there, I still have no really clue how to do it well. I'm just trying to figure out as I go, but I do notice you can almost this curb here, you can almost take it, I think, with 4 wheels off the tarmac actually, as long as your 4 wheels are not on the grass, but still touching the curb, even that grey part at the inside of the curb, I think, you will not be disqualified. So you can really abuse this one, because you basically take a straight line, you really cut the corner, so to say. Yeah, here, I think I am now, maybe I still was with some wheels on the tarmac with like a 1 inch of the right side front tire on the tarmac, I don't know, but at least you can really, if not fully off the road, you can really cut this one quite a bit. And you also need to, if you are going through here quickly, because you really don't want to cross the next curb too much to the right, because that will launch your car into the air. So you do have quite a bit of buffer here to the right. It's quite a wide track, so you can get a little bit off track. Keep the speed up. And there you have start finish. Let's watch the outside replay, always fun. It is a pretty cool car, I find, this SLR McLaren. Not gonna lie. Seems like its rear suspension is way too low. It also really felt a bit like comfort suspension, not like a race car or sports supercar suspension. Holy shit, that last corner, it's really sliding around, it's pretty cool. Alright, do I have enough in me to do one more? That would be great. Maybe, hopefully it's a track I know. If it's a track I don't know, I may have to end it, because it's already quite late and I still have to eat, etc. Where are we? Tokyo Route 246. I know it quite well For this test you'll be timed for a full lap of Tokyo Route 246, a street course that cuts through the heart of Tokyo. This long track can be driven mostly flat out, so finding the right driving line is paramount. One of the key points here is getting the braking point correct for the first corner. There's a 100 meter sign before the corner, start braking before you get to the sign. Then you'll come upon an oval section, driving on top of the inside curbing. Here will result in better lap times. Alright, so you do have to get to the curbing. The speed through the final corner under the overpass is also important. Be careful not to carry too much speed through certain parts of the track and make sure you drive over as much of the curbing as possible. If you drive over the curbing correctly, you'll get better lap times, not only here but on virtually any other racetrack. Alright, what car will we be in? Ah, an NSX. Alright, let's try this one. Here we go. Pretty epic car. Epic car track combination. That was, I find, too early on the brakes. Man, this car feels planted. I could carry more speed through there. Alright, this really feels like old school Gran Turismo. Man, this car is planted. Crazy. Really braking where I don't need to brake in this car. Although from the sound I have to say it almost sounds like you're doing a gazillion miles per hour, but maybe we're not even going that quick compared to the Nissan R89. Here, that's much better. Probably back to, should have gone back to third there. Again, I'm braking and the car just... The car, if you brake while cornering, the car really oversteers. This is the corner that they said was important. Right, 1:36. What do we need? 3 seconds. That's actually quite a lot less. I'm going to try. You only need to lift off here, you don't need to brake there. Man, this car has a lot of downforce. Crazy. Yeah, way too much braking here. What do we need? 133, right? Yes. Alright, that should be doable. I just have to learn the car. It has a lot of downforce. Way more than the recent cars I've driven. Really pretty epic car, this one. Yeah, you just can keep it in 4 over there. You can basically need almost take this whole track full throttle. Right, I should have braked a little bit more over there. God damn it. So annoying. It says you have to take the curbings, but some curbings just launch you up in the air. But man, pretty epic car. Could have gone way quicker through that one. God damn it. Alright, we need 0.6. Should have steered in earlier, get on the gas earlier over there. Right, this is better. Keep it in 4 here. Don't go back to thirds. Also here. Don't brake too much. Alright, that corner I didn't do that well. easy. Alright, I will quickly do my tips and tricks session. Like so. Man, this was a pretty epic car, I must say. Alright, full throttle. And over here, just before the 100-meter sign, or maybe just after you pass it, I don't really remember that. But, once you pass it, start braking hard, back to third. And I didn't, I could have, I think, steered in a little bit more tighter and gotten on the throttle earlier. I really go wide here, I miss my apex, I'm struggling to keep grip. I should have braked a tiny bit more, a little bit sharper in and earlier on the throttle out of there. But anyways, this one at the 15-meter marker, brake very slightly, lift off a bit, but keep it in fourth, keep the speed, keep the car rolling. Because you really have so much grip, downforce, mechanical grip, tire grip. Over here, full throttle. This is not a full half circle, this is only like a very faint 90-degree corner. So you can do full throttle there. And over here, not even at the 50-meter marker, much later actually. Over here, brake, but don't brake that much. Keep it, go back to fourth, but really keep it up in the revs in fourth, because again, you have so much grip. By the way, cool Spiker logos over there. That Spiker really was advertising in this game. Super cool. So yeah, keep the speed up high, stay close, and once you are approximately halfway through here, you can already keep close to the curbing, but full throttle out of there. Like over here, as soon as you see those yellow guardrails on the opposite side, full throttle out of here. Here initially I went back to third, not needed, just only slight tap of the brakes, like all the preceding corners as well, back to fourth and just lift your way through the corner and get on the gas as soon as possible. Fourth, lifting a bit and on the gas. Over here initially I also braked and I lifted, not needed, just hug the right side here, so your entry angle into the next left-hander is more faint, so to say. So hug the right here, hug the left in the next, the inside curb at the next left-hander, and you can just take it full throttle. Omega, the ultimate lubricant. Here, full throttle. Over here at the 100-meter sign, back to fourth. And again, lifting, but you can very early also get full throttle again. See it as it is basically a straight section here, but consider it the same as the other wide flowing half circle corners. This is the same actually. You need to see this as one long half circle. Don't hit that curb to the right too much, because it can launch your car. Just go around it, or yeah, you can go over it, but not really too much on the inside. And here just full throttle, full throttle. And this is a tricky corner, but again, in this car you have so much grip, you really don't need to brake that much. Only tap the brake lightly, back to fourth. It is a blind corner, so you do need to know a little bit where it goes by learning it, so to say. But yeah, keep close to the apex on the left-hand side, on the inside of the corner, and you can really early get on the gas again. So brake, and over here on the gas. And over here, I'm not sure whether I have the braking point correct here. I am again a car commercial, Tommy Carrera, Nissan, Yokohama, Advan. There are so many real life brands in this game, it's just amazing. Anyways, I'm braking at the 50-meter marker, back to third, lifting up until approximately midway of the corner, and then full throttle out of there. Probably, yeah, you can brake a little bit later, and you can, yeah, I'm actually before the apex, so you can already go full throttle, because I don't think I'm halfway yet here, and I'm already full throttle. Then power out towards the finish line. Alright, let's watch it one time from the outside. Always my mini reward for a job done. And I really like these replays, the angles, and also especially in these cool track car combinations. This car really is a screamer, and it's totally, there's like a fish in the water in Tokyo. NSX on the Tokyo streets. I mean, how good can you get it? This is quintessential Gran Turismo for me. Totally epic. The backfires, the air intake on the roof, and the location. Totally epic. Anyways, that was it for this episode. Let's see what the next one. Now let's just look it up in the menu. In the main menu, instead of already reading the description. Let's save that for the next episodes. Oh fuck me, the coffee break. I'm really anxious about this one. This is a cone test, and those stock cone tests, they can be so hard. So yeah, I really will, I'm not going to read it now. It will only stress me out. But yeah, so the coffee break is coming up, and yeah, it's really contradictory. It sounds like a nice coffee break, nice relaxing, but mostly those coffee breaks are actually harder than the tests themselves. But anyhow, let's worry about that in the next episode. Guys, hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you there. For the meantime, don't forget always to keep on gaming. Later.